feel better, so much better, since I laid my burden down. I feel better, so much better, since I laid my burden down. I'm going home
So
to.
today we have another awesome privilege to look back and to embrace the blessed moments of now as Black Americans. God's creation, hard work, and struggle have made us strong and persistent. We have earned the right to say the Black story is an American story.
Amen.
Today we will look at some of the Black American greats then and now. They have paved the way for a strong culture and allowed us to leap for extraordinary character, to always know who we are and whose we are.
That's right.
This is God's reply. Why did I make you black? Why did I make you black? I made you the color of coal, from which beautiful diamonds are formed. I made you in the color of oil, the black gold which keeps us warm.
Yes.
Your color is the same as the rich dark soil that grows the food you need. Your color is the same as a black stallion and panther, or what majestic creatures indeed. All colors of the heavenly rainbow can be found throughout every nation. When all these colors are blended, you become my greatest creation. Your hair is the texture of lamb's wool. Such a beautiful creature it is.
They had a big black pot, and they would draw water out of the well, fill that pot with water, take the sheets, especially the white sheets, and put all of them in there. And back then, we didn't have Clorox. They made soap,
That's right.
which was called lye soap. They would put that soap off in that pot along with those. And I'll tell you something, those were the prettiest, whitest, cleanest smelling sheets you ever smelled.
Yes.
Because once they washed them, they take them out of that pot and put them in the rinse water, take them out of there and put some bluing in them. Don't ask me what all this stuff was. I just know what they were doing. And they would put this bluing in there and rinse them again and put them on the line. And I mean, they would be waving in the wind. And one day, she told me to wash it. She made a mistake, and I did too, because I didn't know how to wash. I put the clothes in there, and I thought they were washed, and I thought they were clean. And Mama went out there and looked on the line and took everything I washed and threw it on the ground. I had to start all over again. So I know y'all know all about that. And that was one of the things I remember as a child growing up.
It consisted of my brothers making a fire around the black pot, and then they would go to the creek where we lived. There were a lot of ponds around us, and so we had what we called the little hole and the blue hole. So we would go, my brothers would go to the little hole and they would fill the pot up, and of course that was a continuous process because I came from a large family. And so my sister, who's not here with me today, Magnolia, she was in charge, and we started with Daddy's white shirts. And she would wash those shirts on the rub board. And at some time we were able to get a hand wringer washer. And so the white shirts would come first, and then the sheets. We had a certain way that we had to hang each thing, and it had to be, in order. The shirts came first, and they were hung by the tail.
Yeah.
Then the sheets, the white sheets.
From North Alabama. We were from South Alabama. We didn't know what, we knew that washing machines existed, but not over our
We didn't
way.
have that.
Absolutely. And the blue jeans were the hottest, the denim fabric, the
Yes.
overalls.
Lord.
Yes.
Oh yes, I remember it was knuckle time when you had
Yes,
to wash
it
those
was.
things. but it was always a pleasure to see the finished product once
Oh,
they
yes.
were washed.
Uh-huh.
And the men would put the sharp creases in them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they were something to see.
When one child get through with that set of clothes, they
Yes.
pass them down to the next one.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Because nobody never wore the clothes out.
No.
They never wore them out.
Yes.
They were hand me down from one to the next.
From
But I
one
was
generation to the next.
I was the only girl in the house, so I didn't have to worry about hand me down.
A couple of times, my sister and I got our arm caught in the ring.
Oh, good.
Because we made an error somewhere.
Yes.
But it taught you
Yes.
not to do that again.
Amen.
Once that arm got hung up
Oh,
in
yes.
there.
Yeah.
So I remember that and hanging those clothes on the line so they could get that fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the best smelling clothes.
Oh,
Once
yes.
they were
Oh,
clean.
yes.
So, it's all good,
Yes, yes.
I was glad that I was able to get in on that because, it changes you
Yes.
and realize how other people live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So I thank God for that.
Absolutely.
A lot of times we was using that homemade soap when
Oh, yeah.
we kill that hog and make that that live soap. out
Yeah,
of it.
it's called Lasso.
That's what we use most of the time back then.
Then they used to buy that devil eye.
Yeah, devil eye and
Buy
make
that
soap,
devil
put
soap.
in there.
Make your own, they make their own soap.
And one thing we know, that people that went on before us and now, well, especially then, they had real clean clothes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they had to be clean to go
Yes.
through all those cycles.
Yes,
It had to
yes.
They knew that cleanliness.
But I wonder did it take off that?
Well, they were teaching us the way they were
Oh,
taught.
I'm telling
That's
you,
what-
and it's all good.
Oh, yes, it was all
Yeah,
good.
but that's a
Yes,
lot of-
yes.
It
That's a lot of work.
It was good in this day, but it wouldn't be too good right now.
Oh,
Good now when we put it in the washer.
Now when they got
Put it
ladies.
in the dryer.
See, back then, we helped each other. Being children, Mama would say, go out and get some greens and take them down the road to Miss Sally. You go get them. You didn't ask why, or I don't want to, or I don't have the time. You did. Everybody helped everybody back then. And that was plenty of love. Now, you get it if you can.
Back then, we starched
Right.
our clothes,
Uh-huh.
and then we had to get the bucket and go across the road to the spring.
Yes.
We had a spring. We had to
We
get
did
water
too.
from the spring.
We did
And
too.
just like it said it's gonna rain now, we had to put
Buckets
buckets
right
and
there
stuff,
to get that
catch
water.
the water.
Yeah.
So when wash day came, we had plenty enough of water to wash and go through all these different cycles.
Yeah.
Because when we were going across the spring, going across the road to the spring, it would have been taking too much of water. So wash day, we had accumulated water for that specific time to use. Put it under the corner of the house.
Right.
And you see all the flowing of the rain coming down, taking the washing out of clothes.
Oh, yeah. 8 brothers and 7 of them were older. I could make a fire lickety split. I would gather my materials, and have it. We used to call it what? Lighters, wood. And put that little fat underneath the fire.
Yeah.
You would arrange your fire in a certain manner. You put your little dry boards next, and after you got your fire started, you get that old big back stick. And way after a while, you start backing up from the fire because it would start to spread.
They burning your legs. Burning your legs.
Yes, absolutely.
And if I burn, I make sure I got some of that.
Yeah.
Even when it wasn't time for chores, I get it and put it back.
You'd be ready.
That's right. I have my stuff ready.
Does anyone remember about baking that fire before you went to bed at night, where you had to
Just lay it out.
Bake
bank
it.
it so it'll keep burning through the night, but
Yeah.
wouldn't flame
Cover
up
with
flare up.
ashes.
Yeah.
Cover it with the ashes. You take,
still
you
have
would
that
take
glow.
the wood would be burning and it would be nice and red. And what you do is put ashes
Ashes
over
up
it.
there.
And when you get up the next morning, all you had to do was move the ashes and you still got coals in there.
Yeah.
The fire restart.
I would remember my mama as being pregnant. All I know was I see her in that big dress. Me and my brother Thomas was responsible for washing the diapers. I'd hate to see her in that big dress. I I was at Thomas. We're gonna have to wash that.
Oh my goodness.
And what we would do, rinse them out and keep them in soap, cause you could leave no spots in them diapers. I hated it. And then we used to, like you talking about the rainwater, we catch some big old tub to take a bath and let the sun warm it up.
Yes. And the sun,
I remember
that's
that.
right. Rainwater.
Yes.
Yep.
Round the fire.
Cut down a tree, cut it up, and I'd be ready to make a fine cook. So would.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All you need is the axe.
That's it.
And don't forget the sauna.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
we
Oh
could work it
yes.
out, and we could pre-measure in our mind to get the size for the stove.
Oh yes.
And also
Exactly.
make it a little bit longer for the
Fireplace,
fireplace.
uh-huh.
Never missed a beat as far
That's
as
right.
the wind.
That's right. Never
Yeah.
did.
So
Never
we could
did.
say that life was hard, but it was fair.
All right.
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it
Uh-huh.
was. That's one thing about Black history. We as a people, we can survive any situation.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh,
That we
yes.
can. That we
it.
can.
We do too.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
But our children panic when they run out of tissue, don't they?
Yes.
And tissue was a luxury for
Thank
us.
you.
Absolutely.
Because if you didn't have tissue, you get your piece of brown paper and rub it together and soften it up a little bit and
Yeah,
use
you
it.
have it
Yeah.
greased.
Pre-softened.
It
Yeah.
never got soft enough.
No, it never gets softened up, but we used it. Oh yeah.
You know, in the military when I was like 17, and did basic training at Black Knife was based in Texas. And so after we finished with our basic training in tech school, we got our orders to go down next duty station. And so a guy, a friend of mine, he was in my unit. His assignment was Maxwell base, Alabama. And so I go, hey man, I said, and I didn't get Maxwell, I got Clark Air Base in the Philippines, overseas. And so I go to the man and say, I live about 7-8 miles from Maxwell, you know. I said, it's in Montgomery. So I used to walk to Montgomery from Millbrook, so I'm about 8 miles from Maxwell. He said, I'm about 8 miles out of Jackson, Mississippi. So and I said, okay. I said, tell you when we leave, I say, we called the Greyhound bus station. I said, well, when are you going to Maxwell? He said, well, I'm gonna take about a couple of days home. I'm going to Mississippi. And I said, Mississippi on the way to Alabama. And I said, let's ride the Greyhound bus station, the Greyhound bus together. So me and him got on the Greyhound, and so we got off the Greyhound outside of Jackson, Mississippi, and his uncle was gonna pick us up, and so his uncle picked us up at the Greyhound bus station, and then we was going to his hometown, Hazelhurst, and so we grabbed this long winding road, and he said 8 miles out of Jackson, Mississippi, but it was like 50 miles because it was.
Oh my goodness.
And it seemed like we was going down this path. It seemed like the trees was like 70-80 feet tall.
Yes.
And it seemed like we was going down the hole. It got dark before we got to his house.
Oh goodness.
So we finally got to his house. You know, I started getting scared. I said, where are we going? Down the hole. So we finally got to his house, and so we stayed there 2 days.
Yes,
And
and
so
you
one
made
day.
it through.
Yeah.
You made it through.
Oh
But
yes.
I really miss those times because it was really a time of caring and sharing.
Oh yes.
And you know, you had all your family and
Your neighbors, your friends,
yes,
everybody.
and it was, you know, there's not many left in my family now, but sometimes I reminisce and, you know, I think about things and, my brothers and my sisters and, you know, those that have gone ahead. And I just think about all the good times we've had and, my daughter keeps a picture of everything, and every now and then she'll pop something out there that was from a time when me and all of my siblings were together. So just kind of happy memories.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
all
Yeah.
good, yes.
All good, yeah.
All
I
good.
even tried to do a sweet potato in the fireplace.
Oh,
Not long ago, but when it had that real cold, because I have a wooden burning fireplace in my home. I wrapped it up in some foil, and then I put it under the ashes and put the little ashes up. And I just remember from the old times. I really
But
enjoyed
see, back then, you didn't put it in no, wrap it in nothing. You pushed the ashes back, put the potato in there and cover it up with ashes.
Cover it up with ashes.
You wrap it in nothing.
We didn't have probably didn't have the oil back then.
And then once you take it out, you blow all of the ashes off of it and peel it and go ahead and eat it. You ain't worry about it. See, we were healthy kids back then. We ate right. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
But you know, that was we didn't call them snacks back then, but that was a good snack on wash
It
day
was.
because you was waiting for your sister to finish washing so she could cook. And so you just put you a bunch of, we call them string potatoes.
Right.
And put them in the ashes under the fireplace, and so you had a good snack.
Yes, you had that little pot my uncle
The
gave
tub,
to
I
me.
got the tub.
No, I got a little pot about so big with little legs on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cast iron pot, and I'll always keep that.
I have the foot tub and the big tub that we used to take a bath in.
Oh, yeah.
The big tub,
Number 3.
yeah. And I have the foot tub that my mother used to soak her feet in the foot tub. Yeah, soak her
The
feet in
number
the
3 tub was the one you bathed in. wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, and you also washed in it in the number 2
And whatever else.
So when the family get together, instead of we using the cooler, we use the tub and fill it up with ice.
Ice.
And put our cold sodas and everything
Right.
in there.
we present this to you with all our love and care, and we appreciate you being such a part of the group.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
this is for you. To St. Myers in memoriam of Miss Henrietta Thompson, who was a part of the Welcome Center, and she did a lot of great things for us, and we just want to acknowledge her, and that we will keep this arrangement here at the center in acknowledgement of her. This is presented to the Modleys on behalf of the distinguished seniors and Miss Gracie Walton. And they visited us before, and we appreciate them coming to be with us today on our Black History Day. And we'd just like to say, we'd love for you to come back again anytime. You don't have to be invited, just come whenever you feel like it. And now, this is presented to Ms. Owens on behalf of the distinguished seniors and Ms. Gracie Walton. We thank her for coming out and visiting with us today, and we'll hope that she will come back soon and maybe even decide to become a member of our group.
Amen.
These gifts are presented to our 2 oldest members of the distinguished seniors, and this is Mama Queen on my right, and Miss Parker, my grandmother, here on the left. Not really physically related, but been here with us, and they allowed me to come in, and I just appreciate them. And we give them due respect because they are our elders, and we're just so happy to have them with us.
And this I present to Carolyn Morgan. She's just a sweet, distinguished senior of our group, and she helped our group make it to be what it is, and she makes sure our menu is just right, and we so thank her. We present this to her with love, and we're just grateful to have her in our group.
Thank you.
You usually come on down here. We usually be here on Tuesday, but we like to have you meet with us every week. Just extending the invitation. Now I'm supposed to be doing the blessing, and I was thinking about the little blessing that I first learned. I think when I was in school, you know, when I was growing up, we was at home. We had to say our prayers every night. You know, couldn't go to bed without saying your prayers. And then when they were going to school, we couldn't wait till 12 o'clock to get that little brown bag with that little lunch in it. Sometimes it'd be a sweet potato, fried sweet potato, maybe a biscuit with some syrup in it and butter. But we couldn't wait till 12 o'clock to get that little bag. But we always had to say our blessing.
That's right.
And it was like this: God is great, God is good,
and we thank him for our food. By his hand we all are fed. Give us our daily bread. Amen.